With that, it is my honor, my privilege to welcome the 45th Mayor of the City of Milwaukee, Cavalier Johnson.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's my pleasure to join you all here this morning. And as mentioned, I'm Cavalier Johnson, Mayor of the City of Milwaukee. Before I begin my comments here, I just would like to recognize, if you'll turn your attention to the back of the room here, Kevin Muse, who, he's laughing. So just yesterday, Kevin went before the City of Milwaukee's Public Works Committee, and Kevin was my nominee to serve as the next city engineer. And in a unanimous vote from the committee, Kevin was approved and will head to the whole Common Council in October to have his confirmation hearing. And I believe that he will be unanimously confirmed to be the next city engineer for the City of Milwaukee. So Kevin Muse, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, Kevin is going to play an instrumental role, a huge role in working to accomplish the things that Dave just outlined. You know, my priorities for having a city, not just a city, but a region, quite frankly, really, that puts us in a position to have streets that are safer for everybody, not just folks who happen to get behind the wheel of a vehicle and drive on four wheels, but for all users of the roadway, because streets are for more than just cars. They're for pedestrians, they're for stroller pushers, they're for scooter riders, they're for folks who ride bicycles, folks who want to skateboard, folks who want to roller skate. It's about more than just people who want to drive down our streets, and too often these days, people who decide to drive down our streets and do it in a reckless fashion. So we've got to get beyond that, and Kevin, the whole team is going to help us to realize that vision. So I share Mobilize's vision for multimodal transportation systems in the City of Milwaukee, in Milwaukee County, as well as in our region. And I know that this has been done before, but as I've been looking across the room and have interacted with folks in here over the years, I'm so glad and happy to see folks from across our entire region who share that same sort of commitment. We talked about the Renaissance and Trevor Young been here. We talk about the great work that's happening downtown, and Beth from Bid 21 is here. The former commissioner of the Department of Public Works, Jeff Polinsky, is here. Mayors Eli and McBride from Wauwatosa are here. There was reference to Mayor Olson, and before we even started breaking ground on the north-south, or having conversations rather, on the north-south BRT, I was down in Franklin as council president meeting with Mayor McBride, and he was telling me about the challenges that folks in the business park down there, employers have with connecting people who live in the city with job opportunities there. It just goes to show you that we need more connectivity, more transit connectivity in the City of Milwaukee and in our region. I'm so glad and so happy that our partners, and I say that with purpose and intention because we're all connected, right? We're all connected. That our partners, especially in our suburban communities, in our entire region, are working together collaboratively in order to make that vision come true, not just, again, for the city, but for their communities in our entire region. We need multimodal transportation options that connect people between neighborhoods, and not just between the neighborhoods, but the neighborhoods and downtown, and the neighborhoods in the city, and the neighborhoods and the communities in suburban areas as well. Not just to move people easily around, but to make sure they have the connectivity to jobs and schools and recreation and entertainment and shopping. And having a vision, a multimodal transportation vision, helps us to get exactly where we need to be. So that's why I'm so invested. As Dave mentioned, I'm glad he said I was not rude when I interjected myself. That's why I am so invested in a large-scale ramp-up of our infrastructure, making it safer for folks and making it more accessible for folks, especially as it relates to bicycle infrastructure across the city, not just downtown. That's important, and I want to see that downtown, but we should see that in the neighborhoods across Milwaukee, too. And so I've directed my Department of City Development as well as the Department of Public Works to work closely together so that planning and implementation of transportation infrastructure is done in coordination. We're talking a lot about the Milwaukee County bus rapid transit system, and that's great for Milwaukee. It's great for the city, connecting the largest pool of jobs in the city downtown with the largest pool of jobs in the west suburbs at the Regional Medical Center in Wauwatosa. But it's about more than that as well. It's about making sure that folks who live near those lines have access. The densely populated neighborhoods have access to those jobs, first east-west and then north-south. And when we work in coordination, when we work together with the Public Works Department as well as the City Development Department, we'll be in a position where not only the folks who live in those areas now, but those other folks who want to live in those areas and want to use transit further have access. I was having a conversation with Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, who it's probably past 9:30. It is, I think. So right now he's on the floor of the Milwaukee County Board delivering his budget address for 2023. But we've had conversations about just that, about how the bus rapid transit is working in conjunction with the city. It's a county project, but they've got to operate within the city's right of way. And the other thing that we can do at the city level in order to support that and make sure that people have access is to upzone around those areas, to upzone around, to upzone around. All right, I'll give it to you. Upzone around those bus rapid transit lines so that we have more density, that we have more development, that we create, locations around transit that are going to be appealing, going to be attractive to users. Keith Stanley, talked about me being a resident now, the near West Side, and thank you, Keith, for those great words about me. I feel like I kind of moved into a neighborhood where Keith is the mayor, and live in a house where my wife is the mayor. So I'm very happy about that. But on the near West Side, when you think about this bus rapid transit, the near West Side is going to be the key intersection. You think about 27th and Wisconsin Avenue, where east-west meets north-south, or will in the future. It's going to be critically important. It's going to be pivotal. It's going to be catalytic for transit, and it's going to encourage more people to ride public transportation and to engage with public transportation in a way that we just typically have not seen in Milwaukee. So that is great, and it's going to happen right here on the near West Side. And transportation projects, they consider jobs, they consider development, and so DCD and Department of Public Works will work together to make sure that those things are available to our citizens. The city is committed to partnering with other levels of government as well. I talked about Milwaukee County and our work there enabling and supporting transit investments that are outside of our jurisdiction, but are in a location where we can leverage the investments that are being made there. So we talked about the BRT north-south, and I think that's really a critical key infrastructure for the city, for the county, for our neighborhoods, for our residents, and for the region. So again, I am so pleased and honored to serve as mayor of the city of Milwaukee, and pleased and honored to be here to support, mobilize, and all the work that they're doing to make sure that people across Milwaukee have better access to public transportation options, not just in the city, not just in the county, but in our entire region. So thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great rest of the day.